Yes, it's been a while. Welcome back to the Fiend Zone here on Horror Fiend TV. Now, before I get started, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share us with all your friends. Because, like I always say, we have a lot coming your way here on Horror Fiend TV. So, why do I have a special episode of the Fiend Zone instead of Lost or Found? Well, it is a very good topic that I want to discuss with you, the Fiends, about certain movies that came out recently that, I don't know, highly anticipated, but did they really let us down? That's a question I'm asking you, and I hope you have the answers because we are going to discuss three films that brought back three iconic characters, and us horror fans were looking forward to these films more maybe out of curiosity or in the hopes that they will basically resurface two franchises and properly end one. So, which films are we going to talk about that I dub? I don't know which was the worst. Let's go with the first one, the rookie of the batch, the youngest of all of the three characters. So, let's go see which one we're going to talk about first.
What the hell is that?
So yes, the first of the batch is Jeepers Creepers Reborn 2022, directed by this guy, Timo Morinsola. So what's the synopsis of this one? Well, a woman, Lane, experiences premonitions about the creeper. And lo and behold, she thinks that she is going to be at the center of attention of possible mass chaos that's about to erupt. So what are we thinking about Jeepers Creepers Reborn? Now, the original Jeepers Creepers came out in 2001 and introduced us to the Creeper, as well as what becomes a fan favorite not only in horror but other movies, Justin Long. Now, Jeepers Creepers was kind of unique because the villain actually won in the film. However, in real life, the director, Victor Salva, turned out to be a real creeper in his own and, well, give him the boot, enter a new director, and with the hopes of reviving a franchise that us horror fans wanted to see reborn, literally. So what did you think of Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and what did you think of the new look of the creeper himself? It is one that has the fans talking and not in a very good way. So that's one movie down. What's the next one? We are going to talk about Hellraiser 2022, directed by David Bruckner, and synopsis of the film is a young woman who is suffering through addiction stumbles upon the puzzle box, and little does she know that what is behind the puzzle box is the return of the Cenobites.
What's your deal? It opens up and it cuts you. And then they come to collect.
What is it you pray for?
Now, the original debuted in 1987, and it introduced to the world, us horror fans, a new horror icon in Pinhead. Now, in this remake, we exit Doug Bradley, who played the original Pinhead, and enter Jamie Clayton, who plays the new leader of the Cenobites. Now, the big question of this film, did the gender change affect your outlook of Hellraiser 2022? I would like to know. I'll be honest, I've yet to watch the movie, but being all I've read, all the reviews, this one is another one that has the fans torn, and I want to know what you think about Hellraiser 2022. So, we got the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers Reborn 2022, and we got the new Pinhead, Hellraiser 2022. So what returning horror movie icon we're going to talk about next?
It's been 4 years since Michael Myers vanished without a trace.
Halloween Ends 2022, directed by David Gordon Green, and it is the third installment of this new trilogy, which we follow Laurie Strode 4 years later after the chaos of Halloween Kills, as she's trying to get accustomed to a new life in an odd relaxation without the worry of Michael still somewhere out there. Not only do we look at Michael's possible return, but a new character, Corey, which we are led to believe is the possible heir apparent to Dawn the Shape. Now, the original Halloween debuted in 1978, and not only did it give us the new face of horror, but a town that will be well known throughout the horror folklore, Haddonfield, and Michael Myers, aka The Shape. His appearance not only gave us a new face of horror, but it spawned 13 films, including these three part of the new trilogy of Halloween franchise. However, they decided to sever the timeline after Halloween 1 when creating this new trilogy, which tore the fan base into either you like the idea and a fresh start, or why are you making us forget about Daniel Harris? After watching the trailers, we were excited to see the final showdown between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers to see if they finally put a nail in the coffin into this franchise. So the question I have for you is, one, did they do Michael Myers justice? Two, do you think the different direction they took in this film was actually a good result? What are your thoughts about Halloween Ends? And if you want to know mine, watch Three Corners of Horror Halloween Ends review, because you will know how I truly feel about this film. But it's not about what I feel. I want to know what you feel about this latest installment. Well, folks, these are the three films that brought back horror villains that us horror fans were looking forward to see. One was to, well, bring back a franchise. Two, possibly to kick off a continuation of a well-known franchise. And three, well, to give a proper ending to possibly the greatest horror movie icon ever. Did they really fulfill what us horror fans wanted? I did not go in depth with these films because I'd rather have you watch them and you give your viewpoint of what you think about these three films. But who were the real villains? Was it these characters in these films, or the movie studios that produced these films? Let me know, which one of these three films do you think was the worst? I could say what mine is, but to be honest, I really have to check the other two out a little bit more in depth to give you my opinion. But let me know, was it Hellraiser 2022, Jeepers Creepers Reborn 2022, or Halloween Ends 2022? Let me know what you think was the biggest disappointment of the three. This is JR for the Fiend Zone. Hit that like button, share, and please continue to support us because we have more coming your way here on Horror Fiend TV. Halloween is just around the corner. Have yourselves a very good time. And yes, we possibly will be back with the Fiend Zone. But next week, we will be doing Lost or Found. And I will let you know. No, I won't. But definitely watch it and let me know what you guys think of what we're doing here on Horror Fiend TV. This is JR. I'm out. Peace.